So I'm going to start with a theory of inflation. So inflation is when the price of everything goes up in the economy. So this is fairly straightforward. So P is the price level here. So one of the most important things about currency, what makes money money essentially, is the fact that its buying power remains consistent over time. It's a standard unit of value in which we can trade and set prices and markets can adjust, and it's just something we think in terms of. It's like the common denominator of trade, the common language of trade is currency. So the most important thing about currency is that prices stay stable over time. So here I've represented the price level, so that's the overall kind of average price of everything in the economy. That's P here. So R is the level of consumer spending, and then Q is the quantity of stuff that's being produced for people. So R equals PQ basically just means that the level of consumer spending equals the price level times the amount of stuff being purchased in the economy. Does that make sense? So if you think about an individual good, the amount that the consumer spends on that particular good is the price of that good. So this is just aggregating that for the entire economy. Now, if you assume that, so if this goes up, that's inflation. Pretty straightforward. But what we want in our economy is we want no inflation, and we also don't want the price to go down. We don't want deflation. So if you assume that this price level is fixed, then there's a limit to how much stuff we can produce in the economy, and that's Q bar here. That's the economy's productive capacity. And there's a spending level, a consumer spending level that corresponds with that level of production in the economy. So if prices are fixed and consumers are spending less than R bar, then the economy is producing less than Q bar. The economy is producing less than its full productive capacity, and that's what's called an output gap. So it's possible to have all different consumer spending levels at the same price level. That means it's possible to have the same price level with all different levels of production in the economy. So we could be producing, half of the economy's productive capacity, half of what the economy is capable of producing, and price levels will be the same, can be the same as if we're producing everything that the economy can produce. And the way we keep prices the same is through monetary policy. So this is the question that I always get next, which is, okay, well, how does monetary policy keep the prices stable? If people are spending less, then shouldn't prices go down? And the answer is no, that we have a way of preventing that. And what we end up with is a situation where prices are the same as normal, but the economy is just producing less.